Good morning. We are making breakfast. This morning I'm going to make a smoothie. This is actually a 4-serving smoothie. That's why I have my regular blender and not my smoothie attachment on.
Show your smoothie attachment. What are you talking about?
Sugars? I didn't say sugar.
Show.
I was very confused. So if I was making just a single serving smoothie, then instead of my blender cup, I'd have the attachment with the blade for the cup. And then I would blend it in the cup. But this is too many carbs for that. So this gets divided up into 4. So it's, a reasonable amount of carb servings for a diabetic.
Oh, and hence the 4 glasses behind you.
Yes, hence the 4 glasses behind me. These are each about 8 ounces. And so that's how much each serving is going to be. And this is for my new Taste of Home cookbook, which I adore so far. I like the look of the recipes. I've only tried a few of the recipes, but the ones we've tried so far have been really good. So I'm going to make a blackberry smoothie from the recipe. I've made this once before with some modifications based on what I had in the house at the time. So this time we're going to do it for realsies. Basically, you dump all your ingredients in and you hit blend. Any blender will work. I'm using the Pampered Chef cooking blender, but really any blender will work so long as it has a blending capability. So like I wouldn't use a food processor. It's going to be too chunky. I mean, you could if you like chunky, but I don't like chunky. That's why it's called a smoothie. I want a smoothie. So basically you combine your ingredients. Some blenders will give you instructions about what order they should go in. So I'm going to follow my blender's instructions, which basically means my blender wants the ice and then the fruit and then the liquidy stuff and then any add-ins. And so I'm not using ice because I'm using frozen fruit. If you're using fresh fruit, you want to use ice and then you're going to decrease your liquid. So it's like if you're using a half a cup of ice, then you would use a half a cup less liquid, basically, is the ratio there.
What are the ingredients?
Yeah, that's what I was double checking. Okay, so we're using, our liquid is orange juice and vanilla for a total of 2 cups of liquid. I said vanilla yogurt. I guess it's the one thing I am doing different. I'm using vanilla yogurt instead of a plain Greek yogurt. This is the Carbmaster by Kroger, so it's a lower carb yogurt. It's a keto-friendly yogurt. You could use plain Greek yogurt if you wanted to instead. I don't really like Greek yogurt though. And I really don't like plain yogurt, so sorry. And then we're using 2 tablespoons of honey. You could go up to 3, but that would make it really sweet, in my opinion. And then we're using a 1.5 cups of frozen blackberries, and then another 1/2 cup of mixed berries. I'm out of mixed berries, so I'm going to use the last little bit of whatever's in this fruit medley bag, and then I'll fill it up with red raspberries. So I know I said I was following the recipe closely, and I guess I lied a little bit. Sorry. And then the other add-in that I'm going to throw in that's not in the recipe is flaxseed. It just kind of helps with digestion, so I put that in all of mine. I use, if I'm doing a single serving for myself, I use 1 tablespoon, but if I'm going to split it up between people, then I use 2 tablespoons usually. So I guess I'm ready to start throwing everything in. So like I said, I start with the fruit. We need 1.5 cups of the blackberries. It's a new bag. And I'm using my measure-all. It's only 1 cup because when I bought it, they were out of the 2 cups, which is sad. So there's 1 cup of frozen blackberries. And there's approximately 1/2 cup. Okay. And then I'm going to do 1/2 cup of my mixed fruit from here, which is mostly grapes and strawberries left because I pick out the pineapples for other smoothies. I also pick out the mangoes sometimes.
Because they're mangoes, right?
Right, well, yeah. And I make a mango smoothie sometimes. So yeah, that's about 1/2 cup. Okay, so I didn't even need my raspberries. That's fine. So you can follow this basic template for really any smoothie. Pick your main fruit, add some fruits that kind of coincide well with that fruit, and then add your liquid as your add-ins. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna add then is our liquid. I need a cup of orange juice. You could use milk. Last time I made this, I used milk instead because I didn't have orange juice, and milk has actually less carbs than orange juice. Anyways, so it was a lower carb smoothie. There's my cup of orange juice. And I'm gonna do a cup of yogurt. I need to do a tutorial on how to measure things. How do you know you're measuring right? And is measuring really important?
Yeah, and when is it okay to round the spoonfuls and when is it not?
Yeah. A cup of yogurt feels like a lot, but it's really not. Okay, there's my cup of yogurt. And then 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey. We're doing 2. I like the Pampered Chef measurables for things, especially like honey, because you can just push it out and it doesn't stick to the sides. If you were using a regular like tablespoon or a measuring cup, you would have to like wipe it out constantly to get all the honey out. And this will push most of it just right out of the cup. So this is their tiny 1/4 a cup one, and it's a 1/4 of a cup is the same as 4 tablespoons. So I like to use this when I am measuring honey. It's good for like, I have a barbecue pork recipe that uses ketchup and mustard, and the measure is good for that too. So I just, boom, push it out and scrape the top, and then it's all up. Yay! Okay, and then my flaxseed. So the recipe says at this point, I would blend it for 15 seconds or until smooth. Use your blender settings. Because each blender is different. So this blender has a smoothie setting that blends for a minute. So that's what I will use. And I'm not going to make you listen to it blend because it's really, really loud. The cool feature about this blender is that once I'm done and I pour it out into cups, it's going to clean itself, which is fantastic. I just fill it with 3 cups of water and a couple drops of soap and leave it to clean. So I'm going to stop here and blend it. You guys have a wonderful day. Share with me in the comments your own smoothie recipes. I'd love to see what you guys like to throw into your smoothies. I have yet to try throwing in spinach, but I really, really want to. So maybe I'll do that later this week. Have a great day. Bye.